Alright, so could you introduce yourself to us and where you're from and when you took the TEFL course at the Language House?
My name is Michael Lagunzo, and I took the course at the Language House in November, and I'm originally from New York. I usually get to the Language House at 8:39 for your first class, and then depending on if you've finished your lessons or whatnot, you might have a little bit of free time in between classes. Usually about 3 blocks of classes learning grammar or teaching techniques, and then usually have a bunch of hours, somewhere between 3 to 5, to finish up your lesson for teaching your Czech students. Yeah, at the Language House you have the option of teaching, or you get put into groups, which you'll have variable groups each week of your teaching, starting with any of them, but anywhere from beginner, intermediate, pre-intermediate, upper, and advanced. Well, all classes that you get when you're teaching around here in the Czech Republic, they're all pretext with either pre-intermediate or anything, so you know how to tailor what type of lessons or what grammatical points will be possible. So, yeah. After taking the Language House, I started working for 3 different language schools, which is a great experience because I had a high volume of teaching, and I built up my own private lessons, so on. And I taught for about 6 months. It was a great experience, and I knew that the Language House would set me up, kind of like parachuting into Europe, because I always wanted to move to a European city. But my plan was always to get back into what I was doing in New York, and it just so happens that the students that I was teaching in office were some of the connections I made to have the job that I have now working for a Czech marketing company. Yeah, the Language House, one of my favorite things about it was the alumni network. I could say that I know at least 50 plus people that I see on a regular basis that are all alumni, but there are several hundreds around. And you know, if you're ever worried about transitioning from a lifestyle where you're around a bunch of people, or you're going to move to a city you don't know any of yet, there's no issue whatsoever. There's a huge alumni friend base, and it's really supportive and definitely easy to start a life here. Well, the Language House actually helps out because they give you beginner or survival Czech courses, which I still use to this day. I've improved my Czech, but you can easily get into the country. A lot of people speak English, at least at like a pre-intermediate level, which is perfect for at least communicating. But the Language House really prepares you for all the essentials with the beginner or the survival Czech lessons. Getting around in the city was extremely easy. Everything is color coordinated, and all the times for metropolitan transportation is all really clearly noted. And yeah, it's probably the best public transportation system that I've been graced with.
Great, and finally, just could you tell us some Czech phrases that you do know and what they mean in English?
Well, let me think of it. Well, obviously there's pivo. Ještě jedno pivo is, can I have another beer? Or jedno pivo, 1 beer please, prosím. I mostly just stick to greetings and ordering beer.